Well, we are right back here. Game number 5, Coach Kevin Rao and Ray Corbett with you today. As we go to our 5th game of 6, it'll be back to the girls. Upper Arlington girls taking on the Findlay Trojans. A couple of really good players, at least from looking at the stat sheets in this one. We know Elizabeth Hunt is going to be good, the senior at Upper Arlington. She's going to Marshall, averaged almost 19 points a game last year. Findlay's got a really good sophomore player, and we believe it's Davinae Harris is the way we pronounce that.
She only averaged 17 a game as a freshman.
That's not
in all the years I coached, I was happy to have freshmen who didn't have a heart attack out there, much less average 17. So good for her. And I'm sure she's pretty special.
Well, when you look on the court, if you want to recognize those two, Elizabeth Hunt will be number 13 for Upper Arlington in the white, and Davinae Harris.
Physically, they're a tad different.
Yeah,
Harris looks like the petite point guard.
Yeah.
And Hunt looks like a good size girl playing the post.
Yeah, Harris is 23 in the blue. So Arlington
All right, let's see what we get here.
Get the ball to start.
Arlington had a phenomenal season last year, 22-3. One of the better teams in Central Ohio Division I.
Really were.
And Findlay's what, 15-7.
Yeah.
So, not a bad group themselves.
But they set a record at their school for their 4-year run last year. The last 4 years were as good as they've had it for a long time. So Harris is going to run the point, high post, setting another screen as they'll run motion around it. Ava Schulte, and she's a good one as well. Arlington on the run, long pass ahead, finds its target, and the layup up and in.
There's Hunt, gets on the gate.
Yeah, she
gets out of the gate quickly.
Ran the floor well. She is a taller person, so good to see. 2-0 our score. We'll get everything caught up here on the board. And we're going to get a foul call as Harris looked to start down the lane.
Kevin, when someone scores like that as a freshman, you got to expect to see a lot of attention here coming out of the gate. Teams are going to sit there and try to take you out. It's tough a lot of times for coaches to come up with schemes to get these young people
to make it work.
Great looks, yeah.
Maggie Crates tries to get it in, but it's knocked away from her. Here comes Hunt. She's got a player to her left. She'll take it all the way. A little bit of contact now. We'll get the foul call. As getting the offensive rebound and heading to the line will be Leighton Baches. Couple of shots coming up. I'm sorry, it's Bacchus. I don't think we have a missed letter in there. The Bacchus family, not unfamiliar in Upper Arlington. If that had been a K, I would have known. She does get the free throw.
Let me tell you here, this Findlay team, quite the young group.
Yeah, he mentioned that in our conversation earlier this week.
I don't think I've seen a varsity team this inexperienced in years.
Only a couple of seniors. And they've got some freshmen listed on there as well in their varsity roster. Harris, a good job just to get in the way. And we're going to have over and back or a foul. Over and back. A little bit surprised there, eh?
Okay. She naturally jumped across the line there. There was no contact.
Well, she had a minute to try to decide. The referee did and went that way. Long three on the way. There's Bacchus again. And again, if you know the Bacchus family, you know they quite accomplished in Upper Arlington. Long run down, put up with the left hand, no good, but a foul. And going to the line for Upper Arlington, it'll be Elizabeth Poland. and she'll have a couple of free throws. Her team already up 7-0 here in the early going. Yeah, I think I may have given one the wrong way. Let's get that fixed. There we are. 3 subs in. So this may be where Coach Rosendale tries to make his way, is getting everybody in and out. We'll try to keep up with you in this. But again, a very young, as Coach pointed out, very young squad for the Trojans. Next free throw high in the air. Doesn't get the roll this time. Ball on the floor, fighting for it, and we're going to get a held ball. And it'll go on the arrow to Findlay. And Harris, again, going to run the show. 4 across the free throw line, the 1-4 high. And it's going to belong to Findlay. Good lobbying there by Backus, but didn't get the call. Inbounding it will be Ryan Boats. Into Harris. And Harris just a sophomore, but pretty accomplished sophomore. Oh, and she said that would be a foul. If that isn't, we're in trouble. And that is Poling's first foul. First against Upper Arlington. Gotta get this. There we are. Now we're right. 8-0. Arlington on top. And going high. Harris grabs it. Good pass underneath. Cross court it goes. Open look. Fake down the baseline. Puts it up partially blocked. That was Maggie Crates, the freshman, trying to get the shot up. Arlington down. Poling will bring it back to the top. Around it goes. And off the board on the 3 for Elizabeth Hunt, and that'll get a timeout called to make it 11-0. And we will go to, I'll keep it right here as we kind of get our bearings on this one.
Findlay's sitting there saying, okay, we don't need bank shots at this point from the 3.
Yeah,
there was nothing but bank there.
Think about it. Whew. Well, and you can tell that Findlay's going to have their hands full here, just being so young, so early in the season.
Well, young, and you look at Arlington, there's some strength out there. It just seems like this is a very physical Arlington team that they're playing against.
Well, and you've always got to be ready to double Elizabeth Hunt wherever she goes, which is going to create a lot of opportunities around if the ball movement's quick, and it has been so far for the Golden Bears.
You know what, though? But look at Arlington, they're only starting 2 seniors.
Yeah. Now, but one of those is...
Well, I get that, but you're looking at... They've only have 3 seniors on their roster. Very similar to... Findlay's got 2, except the difference is Findlay's coming out starting 2 freshmen.
Yeah. And you know that you're going to have to deal with mistakes. And
oh, boy.
That's just the nature of the beast.
Gray hair and no hair.
Yeah. So Findlay with the basketball trailing 11-0. Looking for their first points. Harris would like to get him on the board. She'll take the 3 and nails it. That's what they needed right there. So 11-3. Hunt will dish it back to... Well, no, again, do we have a travel first? Yeah, we did. Just scooted just a little bit. Lucy Beal, the sophomore post player, has allowed Hunt to get away from the basket a little bit, which she's used to playing all over the floor, but makes it a little bit easier when you've got a physical presence down low. Almost too much time, I guess.
Should have been open over and back on the dive and catch.
Maybe Arlington got a hand in there as they went to the floor. That'd be my only guess. Harris with the rebound will come the other way. Down and off the board, just
nice
a little
play.
kiss.
Real nice play there.
A lot of finesse in that game.
Under control. Nice little soft bank shot. Well done.
11-5. So 5 straight from the Findlay Trojans. Backus to Hunt. Backus sets the screen. Instead, it'll come cross court to Poling. Poling drives the lane. The runner, good.
Nice move. Nice move.
And another timeout called quickly. Are we going to sit down? We are. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
What good is the best orthopedic care if it takes weeks to see a joint specialist? At OrthoNeuro, we utilize Access Dynamic Scheduling to hold time for next-day consults with new patients. How does that sound?
And here's a steal from Arlington. It's Backus. And was she fouled before the shot? We'll see.
So Findlay, like a lot of teams, like to run what we call a DHO, which is a dribble handoff. They did that between guard to guard or guard to forward. In this case, slot, which is sort of the top of the key foul line area, and the corner person. If you don't set your man up for that dribble handoff, if you're receiving the dribble handoff, if you don't jab step to the bucket and come off of it, and it's a straight line, it can be guarded easily. And Arlington's, that's what Miss Backus just did a great job.
And she gets them both. Makes it 15-5. Into the Arlington lineup comes Lily Byram, sophomore. So Findlay needs to find a way to get some points. Abana Dotson with the ball. Out top, it comes to Saito. Again, running some motion, trying to go get some down screens on the backside. Outside the arc, that's Mangus. Over to Dotson. Dotson drives on the baseline. Nice pass, but no room there for a shot. Maggie Crates with the basketball, dribbles all the way around. Saito out top. She's working against Eva Tsai. And good defense. The Upper Arlington bench very excited about the way they are attacking the ball right now. On the dribble is Mangus all the way down.
Nice
lays
job.
it up and good, and she's fouled.
Wow.
So nice play. Mangus just split the defense, made it all the way down. So 15-7 after the bucket, and she'll have a free throw as well. Backus back into the lineup, replaces Molly Martin. Martin, really good job going to the hoop that time for the bucket. And no good on the free throw. Rebound comes to Hunt. She'll dribble it up herself. Now get it out front to Emily Sass. Sass just a freshman. Tsai out top it goes to Hunt. Inside 2 minutes to go here now in this first quarter. Long shot,
Boom.
good. That is Emily Sass. So the freshman on the board.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't. And from outside the arc as well. Harris into the corner. Uncontested shot, too long. And on the baseline, good job. And then turns around, had the bucket, couldn't get it to go. Really nice job done by Ava Steckschulte. She's a freshman. She just found herself in the exact right spot. Hunt to the right corner. Tsai with the shot. Good!
Wow.
Tsai also a freshman. And she gets the three. We've got just about a minute to go. Harris working against Backus, and then the double team puts it up. No, but she's going to shoot three.
You know, I wonder how many times in the history of basketball the person who committed a foul thought they fouled.
It's got to be about 1.2%.
This Backus right there just had the most astonishing look you could possibly give an official.
Harris will have three and misses the first. 54.4 seconds to go in this first quarter. Game 5 of 6 for our crew today here at the Battle in the 614. Brought to you by Buckeye Automotive Family and Ortho Neuro. And also, we haven't mentioned enough when we need to, the Smith-Shabo Law Firm. Well, I bet you there aren't many times in the season she'll miss 2 in a row. What do you think?
She's got a nice stroke. I'm a little surprised. She's a little bit quick on the release. I'd like to see her take a deep breath and chill it.
And she does it again.
And she missed all 2 of the 3 were long.
So inside the last minute of this first quarter, Upper Arlington, the basketball in a 14-point lead. Side starts, turns, gets it back out top to Poland. Poland going to redirect the offense. Screen set for Backus. She'll dribble out. In there for Upper Arlington is Cameron Butts. He just set that last screen. Molly Martin with the basketball, drives, and we're going to get a blocking foul.
Legit, good call, good call. That was well done by the Bears. They did a nice job controlling tempo there. Took some time, ran their motion, and got what they wanted, an open block layup.
So Molly Martin will go to the line to shoot a couple. And she'll get the first one. I would also tell you, if you were here, you would swear that our 2 coaches, but for height, have to be related. And go to the same tailor.
You know, I'm going to stay so far away from that one there. I kind of like the casual look, to be honest with you.
No, I don't mind that. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying they look alike.
Oh, I thought you were talking about their tailors.
No. The tailor meaning the same clothes. That's all. Wasn't a slam, I swear. It's too late in the day to do that. Findlay under a second shot blocked, and that's the way things will end. 23-7 after a quarter of play. We'll reload here. 8 minutes on the clock. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back with you after this.
What good is the best orthopedic care if it takes weeks to see a joint specialist?
Ow.
If joint issues are affecting your life, the joint experts at Ortho Neuro are here to help with next day scheduling with an orthopedic specialist. How does that sound? Ortho Neuro, for every motion in life.
It'll be Upper Arlington to inbound it up 23-7 here at the beginning of the second quarter.
Real nice balance out of Upper Arlington. 6 kids have already scored. They've just done a nice job. They've got good size, good athleticism.
Hunt picks up her dribble.
Findlay's trying to heat them up a little bit more now.
Yep.
Put pressure on the ball.
Brian Rosendale encouraging his team to get right on top of the ball and off the ball as well. And there's Harris gets a hand on it, stolen away. She's still on the dribble, comes to the top, stops, 16-footer, high off the back iron. Rebound, I think it's going to go off an Upper Arlington foot, and it does.
Well, Backus has had a great start to the game. I mean, here she is with, 5 points, and she's guarding the best player for the other team. Really nice to have somebody be able to do things like that for you.
Well, it just checks a lot of boxes off that to-do list. Long pass inbounded to Ava Steckschulte. Steckschulte drives. Stolen away from her by Poling, 2-on-1. She's got Hunt to her right. She'll fight through it and draw the foul. So Poling will go to the line to shoot a couple. One more game after this today. Bishop Watterson, Buckeye Valley girls teams will do battle. And we'll take a little break, may go home and watch a little bit of that Big Ten championship going on tonight.
I thought it was SEC championship tonight. I didn't think the Big Ten were playing.
Depends
thought
who
the
you
real
like.
conference was playing.
Here we go. Here we go.
Where's my bread buttered?
Yeah, hello. Well, as an Indiana grad, I think I might hide, though, a little bit. I'm not a...
Oh, boy, here we go.
I know.
Woe is me, 11-0, and I'm not worthy.
Hunt with the basketball. And knocked away from her. The pressure working. Here comes Maggie Crates. Will put it up no good. Rebound to Hunt. Knocked out of her hands, looking for help.
We're going
She'll
wild
get it with
woolly here,
Backus.
Kevin Rao. Wild and woolly.
Yep. Backus will settle it down a little bit. Guarded closely.
I do like the way Findlay's guarding right now.
Yeah, they're going after it.
They're making it very difficult for Arlington to run their stuff.
Saito working against Backus. Now Hunt, little crossover with the screen. Poling. She's drawing a count. She'll pick up to release, but ball hit away from her. Everybody on the deck. Poling has some open room. Put it up against pressure.
Great defense.
Harris
Great defense again.
got enough on it. Saito going from the right side. No good on the layup.
My lordy.
And down the court comes Poling. She'll be fouled. So it was fast and furious there. Still a 23-7 lead. Now, no points to really show for it, but a lot of action.
There is, I mean, you sit there and you look at Arlington, and I know they're up 23-7, but they are really struggling right now to get into what they want to run.
First shot up and good from Molly Martin. Just a sophomore. Pulling out, Elizabeth Hunt back in.
Yeah, you wonder about why they use Elizabeth Hunt so much handling the ball.
Yeah, I'd find an open spot
And it
for her.
might be because they need to.
Well, that may
You
be.
know, quite
Yeah.
honestly, they just might need to have her handle it.
And a good fake to get to the baseline. Open look on the three. Good.
Boom!
Maggie Crates. In there handling the ball now.
Wow.
Emily Sass.
Look at where Arlington's now running their offense. They're up here by the volleyball line.
Backus will drive, and we're going to get a player possession foul.
Now, this might get interesting. I know they're down 14, but Findlay is really heating them up. Arlington is not comfortable with this whatsoever.
Maybe a matter of just how long they can maintain it, because it's fever pitched at the moment.
But you said something earlier today about how Findlay was using their bench, and that might be something. There's something they look at by doing that.
Yep.
And it might be that way. It might be, hey, we're going to play 10 deep and try to wear you down.
Good spin move, and we're going to get a foul called on Upper Arlington. It's going to go against Lucy Beal. Yep. So Beal collects her second foul here in the first half. 4:50 to go before the break, and the free throw no good. And back into the lineup for Upper Arlington comes Eva Tsai, freshman. Beal will sit down with a couple of fouls. Both teams with 2 team fouls here in the second quarter. Next one up, no good. Rebound, long rebound, and the good job to grab it out top by Steck Schulte. Harris well guarded by Hunt that time, couldn't find a release. Ball tipped in, and a good grab there by Emily Sass. Knocked away from her, wide open under the bucket is Maggie Crates, and she'll put it in.
Findlay's now missed 5 straight free throws, and they find themselves down 12.
Yeah, that'd be big. Although we've seen most of the games today, we've seen people struggle. I don't know if that's the buckets or the early part of the season. We're going to get. So
moving screen foul on the Bears.
Findlay's going to get that ball right back.
So it was 23-7 at the end of the quarter. 24. So Arlington's gained 1 point in the last 4 minutes, and the Trojans have picked up 5.
Yeah.
So
just chipping away.
Tendency you like to see if you are Findlay.
Harris down with
nice
the left-handed scoop, gets it and is fouled.
Nice move. Wow.
Davina Harris, sophomore, and she is a good one.
She's got a little strength to her. She goes crossover, and that time she finished with the left. She's a natural righty. So that's a skilled play for a young lady.
Chance to make it single figures here if she can get the free throw, and she does.
Okay, they just broke the free throw streak.
We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Just to remind you, our thanks to Ortho Neuro. Attention players, parents, and fans. Ortho Neuro is proud to support the Battle Series as your trusted partner in orthopedic care. With over 80 years of experience, their expert physicians and surgeons specialize in sports medicine, joint health, and injury recovery, helping athletes of all levels stay in the game. Whether it's a game-time injury or a chronic issue, Ortho Neuro has you covered with convenient locations across Central Ohio. Learn more about how they can keep you at the top of your game at orthoneuro.com. So 3:51, we're just inside halfway of this second quarter. 24-15, Upper Arlington leads it, but Findlay has worked their way back in it. They're going to put some pressure full court now against the Golden Bears. Backus to inbound it.
They're going to let Hunt bring the ball down.
She'll get a screen out top by Tsai. I think that's going to go against her.
That's another one.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, when's the last time Arlington got a shot?
You know, and
it has been a while.
You just can't lean forward as the player's coming to you. Just establish a position, just stand there. I would be good at just standing there.
He could be all-time screener.
I could be great. There's a good screen set. As Crates goes to the bucket, she'll dish it back out. Jump in the lane, partially tipped from behind. Good job by Sass to block the ball. Here comes Arlington. As Coach said, not a lot of shots in recent trips. See what they do here. Hunt, good fake to go back left. Finds Sass. Sass down the lane, goes across the baseline to be knocked out of bounds, belonged to Arlington. Martin just couldn't quite hang on. Had a little bit of room, but knocked out of her hands. 9-point lead for the Golden Bears. Backus to Sass. Loops it in and putting it up. And now we'll get the foul. As
Good
Hunt.
job, young lady.
Then the Marshall commit gets 2. She'll go to the line for the and 1.
That was a miss offensive rebound. She went Moses Malone, got her own offensive miss for an offensive rebound and a stick back, and gets to go to the foul line.
Devin
Well done.
Harris was out. She is now back in for Findlay.
And somehow she got matched up guarding the big girl inside. So please, Coach, take me out.
And no good on the free throw. Harris on the run. Guarded by Backus. Screen. Now a double team coming out of the screen. Somebody's open. Arlington defense corrects. Harris working against Hunt. Spins on the baseline, jumps, she'll get the foul. And again, it's not a matter of just keeping your hands up. You got to just keep your feet still.
You got to stay in front of her.
Yeah.
You know, and they did a decent job throughout most of that possession till the bitter end and allowed her to get the baseline. And I know Coach Wonky over there up Arlington's not happy giving up the baseline.
Yeah, just put that foot right on the edge, right? Again, something might be good at. Just put your foot down somewhere.
Well, once again, these are values that you would be
Now,
able to.
the thing is, they would be able to just shoot on me all day, but
That's all right, though.
they're not
You're
going to get
getting-
the baseline.
They're not.
They're sure as heck not going to get a shot off.
Not on the baseline.
No.
90% of the court is wide open, but the baseline is covered for the day.
It is. In fact, you might not see me in the offense as much as I'm going to be on the baseline. So 2 shots makes it a 9-point game. Again, Arlington still with the lead, but Findlay hanging around.
Using look at this. They're going to allow somebody else to bring it down. Miss Hunt gets to get out of there.
And it is Emily Sass. Polling. Cross court it goes. Wide open. Backus with the jumper. And it is a 3 and good. You
That was a
kinda wait
nice
and see.
action. Nice action right there.
And timeout called by Findlay.
They ran a little what they call an Iverson cut, which is you take the person you want to give them the ball, you have them run over you got 2 players at the foul line area, and they sort of screen for the runner coming across their face, and she curled off the screen. Well, that just sucked in the whole defense. Then Arlington kicked it to Backus, and she was just wide open. And I believe looking at that action is if Backus wasn't open, then they would have thrown the ball inside to Hunt for a post feed because she would have been wide open as well. So I thought that was pretty good action that we just saw.
In any given game, without a precise number, just kind of ballpark, how many different plays does your offense know to run?
Well, I mean, and that gets into different. Every coach is.
And I suppose it's one play, but you have like 5 different results depending on what happens.
Good teams and good sets give you 2 or 3 options. Okay, some coaches are really good. I know I had a buddy of mine that he ran 25, 30 plays.
Wow.
All right, that's NBA-ish. In fact, maybe more than in the NBA. Some coaches are just strictly motion. You know, the shot clock changes things a little bit because you don't have all day like when Bobby Knight was coaching.
Yep.
Just to sit there and run your motion all night long and wear you down.
Or that fella at North Carolina that would just
Well, he would run the
Dean
four-corner,
Smith
but
would, yeah.
when he had better people than you, he didn't care about running four-corner.
Yeah.
He did that against Ralphie boy, Ralph Sampson,
Yep.
because Virginia had better people. Simple as that.
Abby Rood in there now, number 14 for Findlay.
Yeah, I really like what Arlington's doing here when Harris comes off a ball screen. She's getting ball screened up there around the top of the key, and they're just, we would call it red, you could call it fire, whatever it is, but they're double teaming the ball. And they're going to make the other 4 beat them when it comes to any ball screen action.
So it'll be Harris to go back to the line to shoot a couple. Team down by 12 at the moment. And, boy, she's been dynamite. She missed 3.
Yes, that's
earlier.
why we were both looking at each other
Yeah.
like that's not the norm.
Nope.
But she has settled in quite
Yep.
well there.
A little more air under those, and as you said, just not as quick on the release.
Going for 11th point in the first half.
So 29-18, our score. Next one up. Good.
And we didn't even jinx her.
Nope.
That's an amazing thing. And full court man-to-man here by the Trojans. Let's see if
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting. They haven't brought anybody up to like double team. It's just been man-to-man harassing defense.
Hunt.
Ooh.
And I think she walked with it.
But
they're
she got
gonna say she got
fouled.
pushed first.
They looked at the upper body, not the lower, because
Yep.
I agree. She dragged her pivot.
And I have not been a basketball referee, but I've been a baseball umpire for a long time, and I'm not quick to criticize, but every once in a while we'll
You're not
venture
what?
out that way.
You know what?
Well, when you were coaching my kids, I was. If it involved my kids, I was terrible. I was awful. We won't go into the trip down to Bern Union where they asked me to hang out in the
Is that when you
AD's
got
office.
retired? You were allowed to retire early that evening,
I was. Now, the nice thing is I knew the AD down there.
and you had a great seat.
Well, he let me stay inside, and it was cold.
We win that game by 30.
I was not. I shouldn't have been. There's times I should have, but that wasn't one of them. Sass at the line, misses the first.
I think that's when Danny Tyler came off the bench and gave us 32 or something.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
Oh, he went He went
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. I looked like a
He
genius
loves sugar.
because
Yeah, though, because you got him in there and left him in?
I started him in the second half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he had 18 at halftime. I said, hey, you know what? He's hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's feed the pig.
That's funny. 30-19 is our score now.
Captain Obvious I was as the coach. Big believer in it. Oh,
Yeah,
my.
we're going to get a foul.
Away from the ball. And there we go. Miss Backus once again did not commit that foul.
She is not thrilled about that call. And it
Oh,
will
and
be
the palms
shooting
are up.
again.
Are the palms up?
She did.
Mario Sanchez right now at Grandview Heights is saying, Coach, I know you're taking me out because the palms are up.
Palms are up.
That's an illegal gesture.
Yep. That was always the sayings in our houses. Please don't. But she was kind of sideways. She wasn't completely up. Maybe that was it.
I had Mario by the end of the year. He'd just take them and flip them back over. It's weird.
Probably
some
does
of the
that to
thi-
this day. Harris gets the first one, second one on the way. Good.
He'll be forever harmed by my coaching style.
So 30-20. Whoop, might have got a little generous there. They were just late putting it up. I got to trust in myself. 30-21 it is.
You got to trust in that Zanesville mathematics.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go again. I don't understand. I'll be honest with you.
Hunt bringing all good crossover
I
there.
don't mind Hunt bringing it up, but you're letting her bring it up against the guard and you're not turning it.
Yep.
I mean, I would pressure her hard.
Sass with the jumper. Good.
Nice job. She could flat out stroke it, can't
Yeah,
she?
she really can.
That's
and
her
again,
second
only
three.
a freshman.
Nice job there.
Yeah, good step through and just staying with it by Ava Steckschulte. She's a freshman.
Is
Man.
this the JV game or what?
I mean, it's crazy.
It's amazing that schools of this size. I mean, Findlay's a big school
Yeah,
up
it
there.
is.
You know, Arlington's a big school here, a couple thousand kids and such, and we've got predominantly sophomores and freshmen on the floor in a varsity game.
Well, we have seen, and we had a chance to discuss it with a lot of the coaches, which we'll get into later, about how it's just tough to get the numbers that you used to. So
Well,
many
maybe they're
things-
getting it in there because they're talented.
Well, no, that may be for sure. But what we've seen is numbers. There are a lot of schools that used to be had plenty for freshmen and JV and varsity, and you're just not seeing it now.
I remember Jack Greathouse at Lancaster High School. He had a freshman A and B team.
Yeah. And now there are some schools in the OCC that don't have JV teams.
JV?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, big
at
one
the
off the
buzzer,
wall.
and a little too strong, and that'll do it for our first half. 33-23, Upper Arlington with the lead. But Findlay, as we have said, just kind of hanging around, and if they get hot, we'll see how that can go. Well, we're going to take a break for halftime. We've got one more half of this game and then one more game before the day is over. Bishop Watterson, Buckeye Valley coming up after this. But before that, another half with Upper Arlington and Findlay. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this halftime break.
Life moves fast, and Buckeye is here to keep you moving. New dream job? Celebrate with a ride that feels just as exciting. Passing the keys to your new teen driver? Treat yourself to an upgrade you'll love. Family getting bigger? Buckeye's got the perfect spacious, safety-packed vehicle for every new arrival. Wherever life takes you, Buckeye Nissan, Georgesville Nissan, Buckeye Honda, and Buckeye Toyota are ready to drive you forward. Your life, your car, your choice. Choose Buckeye.
Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship is all of our responsibility.
Sportsmanship is more than a pregame announcement.
Sportsmanship is more than just shaking hands at the end of a game.
It takes all of us. We need everyone in the stands to show respect. Respect the athletes.
Respect the coaches.
And please respect the officials.
It takes all of us.
We want this to be an event that we are all proud of.
Respect the game.
Respect the game.
Respect the game.
Respect the game.
What good is the best orthopedic care if it takes weeks to see a joint specialist? If joint issues are affecting your life, the joint experts at OrthoNeuro are here to help with next day scheduling with an orthopedic specialist. How does that sound? OrthoNeuro, for every motion in life.
Welcome back to Ohio Dominican University. Kevin Rao, Coach Ray Corbett, Alex Rao running the camera. We go to the second half here with Upper Arlington on top 33-23 over the Findlay Trojans. Findlay, though, as we keep talking about, hanging around. And they'll get the ball to start.
Yeah, they do get the ball to start. And Miss Harris here, who's an 17-point scorer as a freshman.
And she'll get the baseball pass. Coming
Nice
down the
bounce
baseline.
pass, turnover.
Stolen trying to go across the lane.
But she's by far the dominant scorer for them.
And going to the floor. Good job by
And we have
Poland.
another turnover. Going this time, we're going this way with
Harris.
the Trojans. A little head fake.
And off
Just
the front
a
of the rim.
tad
No.
shy.
Hunt with the rebound. Quick pass ahead to Poland.
Hunt right now.
No, I'm sorry. That's
leading
Molly
the-
Martin.
Yeah, Hunt leading the pack here. 6 scores for the Bears. Very balanced attack for Upper Arlington.
Hunt comes to get it. Backus. She'll set the screen. Will Hunt and go to the corner. On the move. Out top now to Poland. Poland down the lane. Up with the left hand in and out.
Oh, such a nice move.
I'm telling you, they turned the wrench on a couple of those screws on these rims today. We just
not
haven't
the
seen
shooter's
anything.
touch.
Yeah.
Not the shooter's touch that you get at the Rao backyard.
Yeah, it must be.
Bank
And
shots open.
getting the shot is Addie Rude off the bench.
She's a sophomore. Once again, that's somewhat redundant when I talk about these teams.
Yeah, a lot of young.
A lot of youngs. Good looking
And
stroke.
there's the three.
That's a nice looking stroke by Miss Martin.
Molly Martin.
That's 6 points for her. 3 free throws, 3 out of 4.
Makes it 36-25, back to a double-digit lead. We played a couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Steck Schulte with the move in the lane.
A
Rebound.
nice adjustment here, Kevin. Nice adjustment. Not to talk over you. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But
Steck Schulte with the long jumper. No, Lucy Beal with the rebound for the Bears. Oh, almost stolen away. Underneath it goes. Molly Martin, no this time. And it'll go out of bounds and belong to Findlay.
so up Arlington's double teaming the ball. So Findlay has made a nice adjustment. And that is when they come off the pick and roll, they're now making a quick bounce pass to the postman who set the screen, who now catches the ball at the foul line. It's basically a 4-on-3. And they just try to spread it out and play off of that. So here we go. There's a block.
And it's going to be a blocking foul.
And again, the great Kelvin Sampson said one time, when it comes to teams doubling the ball or hedging ball screens, sometimes you just make life simple, just outrun them.
Yeah.
And attacking that person who's hedging the screen or doubling you is a lot of times pretty effective when you have good quicks out front.
So an 11-point lead for Upper Arlington. But, boy, we're getting some
Did you see that?
activity
Oh, man.
on the right
How
block.
about that? That's not your JV basketball
No,
you're
it is
normally
not.
used to seeing.
Now, that's how you guard the baseline right there. she had a foot, did Lucy Beal, about 3 feet outside the baseline itself to make sure nobody got past her.
Maggie Crates was playing 8th grade but junior high basketball last year. They guarded that really well. Nice cut, Maggie.
And Maggie Crates gets the bucket.
That a girl. Arlington guarded that out of bounds really well, but once again, offense overcome. And here comes a trap. I said something to you before.
And we're going to get a foul call.
Timeout.
Timeout called.
I think.
I think that's exactly what it is. So, right before that. So, was there going to be a foul there or a held ball?
I hope it was a held ball.
Yeah, me too. I think that would have been the right call.
I'll be honest with you, though. I said at the beginning of the game, I was like, or as the game went on, second quarter, that
Yeah.
Findlay wasn't heating up the ball. They were just sort of, zigzagging token pressure. Right there we saw an attempt to turn the ball handler and trap. And that'll make things interesting, I think, for UA, because they struggled with the hard pressure they got in the second quarter. They were actually outscored 17-10 in that second quarter. So let's see what happens here.
Well, and again, if you can get that screen set where the person you're screening doesn't, or I'm sorry, the trap set where the person doesn't know that you're there, you can cause all kinds of havoc. So inbounds into the backcourt for Poland. Again, Findlay, boy, they have just been all out. The high 1-4 run by Arlington here. And
I mean, just think about it. Here you got your big girl out there. Arlington's just struggling handling pressure.
trying to take a little bit of time off the clock as they look for their options. They'll set up. Now coming out to get it is Beal underneath.
Little backdoor
Boy,
action.
really nice pass.
Coach likes that. Little backdoor on the slip screen.
Hunt converts it. Back out to an 11-point lead. Halfway through this third quarter. Game number 5 of 6 here today in the battle in the 6-1-4.
Boom.
There's a 3. Kaylee Mangus, another freshman, makes it 8 points.
That, believe, would be 10 points for her. So she's down doubles. And constant pressure.
Yep, good ball pressure by Maggie Crates. We're going to get Emily Sass back into the lineup. Sass, a freshman. Be Harris to run the point, working against Hunt.
Harris did a nice job. She didn't score the last bucket, but she did a great job of finding her shooter.
Backus picks up Harris on the switch.
And Backus has got a quickness on her.
8-point lead, but Findlay trying to cut into that.
Who has a carry?
Hunt is going to, yep, that's what they're going to call. Hunt may have garnered the foul had that not been called, but indeed that was the case. So Upper Arlington will bring it against pressure again in the backcourt. It'll be Hunt.
Here we go. See if they pressure Trapper. See if they get a trap on her.
If they jump, nope, not this time. And she'll get a little push away. Not a big push.
Just a baby push,
Yeah.
huh?
Backus, the screen from Poling. Poling rolls off that, but not available. Sass drawing a count.
Close to 5. Wow.
And what was interesting there, the referees didn't rotate out there. So I don't know if they could have made that call if they wanted to.
Who's this foul going to be on?
I
This
think
will
on
be an
Harris.
interesting call. I think it's the other way around.
I don't know. It is. Good call.
Yeah, she sort of grabbed her after she lost control.
So Hunt going to be called for it.
This could be our third game in a row here that are downright interesting and stretch.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see what we get.
Well,
8-point
Finley's done a
game.
great job.
They really have.
And the fact that they've got a lot of players out there, all of whom play hard. Harris, little crossover, but denied the baseline. Sass, a good job to come down there and help.
There's a double team.
See, Sass, I'll tell you, Sass for a freshman has a really good feel on defense.
But there's the double team on the ball screen, and that time the player who set the screen didn't roll, she popped, and that way that put the young lady who received the screen sort of in harm's way.
So Poling will take a breather. Tsai out there for Upper Arlington. Gives them a little bit of height underneath. Harris with the basketball. Working against
There's
Hunt.
your screen, and there's a block.
Yeah, we're going to get a foul this time, I think, on Sass.
Once again, what's the Kelvin Sampson rule? Beat it. Dribble around it. Be fast. Get into that hip when they double you. You get into the hip of the person trying to double team you, you're going to get the foul called.
been 38-30 for a little bit now. We're under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Harris gets the screen and the double team once again. And we'll get a kick out of bounds.
Nice job. Nice job.
Boy, I'll tell you, Sass is just playing great defense.
Sass approached outside in that time, which made that pass to the corner very difficult. That was well done. I don't know if that's coached or whether or not just an act of God.
But she seems to have a pretty good sense about it.
I agree.
As you said, after playing middle school last year.
They tried to run a little clear out there for
Harris. And
nice job. Nice
good
job.
look on the baseline, no, but
Real good
Hunt
look.
not able to gather it.
Deep.
Harris, the very long three, in and outside with the rebound.
Good rebound.
Sass.
Here we go.
And
They're getting
off
into
her own
him.
leg, it's on the floor, and we're going to get a held ball, and it will go to Upper Arlington with 1:11 to go here in the third quarter.
If this isn't an indication of what good point guard play does for you, I don't know what is. Because when you have good guard play, this isn't an issue. You're able to run your offense. It's such a comfortable feeling. You don't coach every dribble. And I know Coach Wonke over there at Upper Arlington's going through that. And both teams are just playing so hard.
A couple new players in there for Findlay. Martin hook pass to Backus, who will bring it across the timeline. All the way
Good
down,
drive.
puts it in. No, backside
job.
rebound side, puts it back up and in.
That was well done. Now that was well done. Attack pressure, go straight line. Don't go left and right. Go at it.
Mangus, another one of those freshmen, brought the ball down. Saito
Oh,
will get it
little
out
chin
top.
action.
Hand behind. That's Dotson. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. $20 seconds, our clock a little out of whack here. 15 seconds, 3 on the way. Backside rebound to Findlay. Good job underneath.
Nice job there.
And Saito does not get the runner underneath, battling. And that would have been a travel a couple of different times, but his clock runs out, doesn't matter. And so that will do it. We'll go to the fourth quarter. And the score on the board is right, 40-30. Upper Arlington leads it by 10. But, Coach, we have just seen this Findlay team just keep running people in and out, and the energy level is high.
It is high, and I mean they're doing a fine job. You know, it's not a Rembrandt, you know, but it's not too bad. You know, you get a lot of kids involved, and he's just keeping fresh bodies and just pressuring hard.
Well, one thing you can see is both of these teams, as we mentioned, very young, and the coaching that goes on to be able to get them to play and know where they are and be able to play defense and then go down and get some good looks. Just good coaching on both sides. Of course, John Wonke, we've talked about from Upper Arlington. We had him on our coaches show last year. And then
yes, we did.
Brian Rosendale, who I had a chance to talk to this week. We need to have him on our show because just a good guy.
We have a show?
We still do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just on hiatus for right now.
Hiatus, okay.
Well,
I know
you're
him.
coaching, man. You're coaching it up with this Wizards team.
Coaching it up.
Aren't you?
We're a well-oiled machine right now.
Yeah.
We got 12 guys in contract.
Now, if
Keep
people
this
want to
up,
know
we'll be able
about
to
that.
play Wizards. We'll be able to play
Yeah.
euchre and everything.
Yeah. The basketball
What do you want to
league.
know?
The basketball league. That's where they want to go find out more information
Well,
about
they
the
could go
Wizards.
to columbuswizards.com. We have our own website. You've got the Grove City team, the Whitetails, out of Grove City. So there's 2 teams now in Central Ohio, whereas before there was none. The league has decided that 2 is a good number.
It's better than 1. And Upper Arlington gets the basketball 40-30. Sass out front. We'll hand behind to Poling, get it back.
Uh-oh. A lot of things you have to like about Arlington. Right there. Nice ISO. They had to help down and
Beal
got a
kicked it
great
out.
look.
Yeah,
Great
they
look.
sure did.
Good execution.
Martin just couldn't knock it down. Saito brings it down for
One more.
Findlay.
That a girl.
Steck-Schulte on the dribble. Spin. Goes to the corner. Saito with the three on the way. Good!
Boom.
And it cuts the lead to 7.
Here we go. She's sealed. Oh, man. You're not going to see that right there, but I'm going to tell you, the seal by 45 on her man exposed the block so that layup was wide open.
Double team or getting a foul on Beal.
That is the third or fourth time that she's gotten fouled with the double team on this. She's done a great job. She really has done a great job with it.
So that's the first foul of this fourth quarter. So it'll be side out. Third foul called against Beal. Harris working against Hunt out front. That's Maggie Crate, stolen away by Hunt. And she will lay it up and in.
Nice job.
Very controlled on her way down. 44-33, back to 11 points.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier game, but you know, your best offensive player. Ooh, she's underneath the bucket, so it's a block. If that's this league.
Yeah.
I could have been in the wrong league on that interpretation. But, you know, Hannah's out there. Elizabeth's out there, you know, the leading scorer for Arlington. You know, she's going on to play Division II basketball. And she has taken it upon herself to guard the best player for Findlay. So she's doing it on both
actually,
ends.
Division I at Marshall.
Oh, she's going to Marshall.
Yeah.
My. That's quite a step up.
Yeah, it is. And next, third person in the lane. Martin fights for a good job, but she'll need to find help now. Beal there to help her out, ahead to Hunt. Corner is Poland. Martin, cross court. Backus down the baseline. Scoops it and good.
Good rip through, go to the left and finish. Well done. Once again, the balance of Arlington's giving Findlay trouble.
Harris.
Little Iverson action. They hedge the screen. She
Crates.
slips it, kicks it backside.
Steck-Schulte looking for him on the baseline, taken away from her by Hunt. She gets through traffic.
Oh, nice pass.
Ahead, Poland collects herself, but the ball tipped.
Such a good pass.
Maggie Crates on the block, will dribble up herself.
Corner three, nope.
Steck-Schulte into the lane, fighting against Beal. Beal wins that one and gets the rebound. Ahead it comes.
15-point game here, 5-minute mark.
Martin.
See what Arlington does. See if they take a little time off here.
To Poland, guarded by Harris. Hand behind. And Hunt is going to be fouled as Steck-Schulte reaches it. And still, that's only the first foul, team foul for Findlay here in the quarter. Yeah, we're going to get a quick timeout. And let's see how long they're sitting down. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
What good is the best orthopedic care if it takes weeks to see a joint specialist? If joint issues are affecting your life, the joint experts at OrthoNeuro are here to help with next day scheduling with an orthopedic specialist. How does that sound? OrthoNeuro, for every motion in life.
After the timeout, Kevin Rao, Ray Corbett from Ohio Dominican University, 5:06. One more to go today. That'll be Bishop Watterson, Buckeye Valley. Player of the game today in this game, sponsored by Personal Touch Party Rental and Ortho Neuro. Go to 270 Hoops, their Instagram feed, to get pictures all about it. Poling on the dribble, working against Maggie Crates. Hands behind, back as Crates stays right with her and going to draw the foul.
Backus has got a little bit of quicks right there. She caught the ball. They tried to look like they were thinking about actually doubling her up, and she was able to get away from that pretty quickly.
Hunt to inbound it.
Uh-oh.
Underneath Beals, couldn't get up high enough to grab it. She would have had the shot.
Oh, Lordy, that's exactly what Coach was looking for. A team that's pressured them hard. Throw over, catch it, lay it in. Life would have been simple.
Harris back in there. She didn't sit down for long. And it'll be Mangus, the freshman, to bring it up for Findlay. Boy, valuable playing experience for these young ones.
Follow footsteps off the double.
Harris
Tough shot.
with the three.
Wow.
Good. That's huge.
Wow, wow, wow.
Makes it 9 points as we get to just about the halfway
Good pass.
point of this fourth quarter.
Good decision. Good decision. But now you're sitting here with 4 minutes to go, and we're in the same situation we were in before.
Yep.
You know,
Backus.
how much time you want to take off the clock?
Drives, puts it up off the board, no. Rebound, pulled away. Very physical at the moment. Wow. Harris with the
Another
basketball.
look. Oh, my Lordy, she got another look. That one was close to half court.
And from the corner, no. Backside will go. Pulled down by Martin, but we'll get a foul right away.
Don't know if it's early enough that you have to start casting them this deep. Makes for long rebounds.
Yeah, it does. And that just puts everybody in play once you do that.
Oh, my.
So third team foul against Findlay. 2 more before the bonus for Upper Arlington, and Golden Bears have 2 team fouls. Backus works her way across the timeline.
Nice job of handling the ball, taking care of it. Now you get here to take a little time off the clock.
Elizabeth Poling looking for help.
She's fine.
Yeah, she's on. Still had her dribble left.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. That was not. That was Martin. Now it's Poling. Backus looking. Hunt had an
There you
advantage
go.
there. And she,
Nice job, Coach.
wow, she really positioned herself well on the block. Made it easy. Back to 11 points.
Good pass. Good pass.
And underneath
Good
the
finish.
bucket. So back to 9 points. Hunt has some breathing room. She'll dribble it down herself, but she's got people pursuing. Into the lane, long step. Referees look at each other to see if they've got the same call. They do.
Once again, Lucy Beal did a great job of sealing the post so that the defender was out of the way on the drive and layup.
Sass back in there. And Martin will get a chance to rest for the moment. Hunt a chance to make it 10, and she does. And
10-point spread right now. 2:30.
Yep. Harris going to let the ball run out. Picks it up at half court. Steck Schulte sets the pick. The double team coming.
Ooh. And he thought about making a call, but he didn't.
But he didn't.
I never understood that one.
Yep. And Beal gets a hand on it. Saved back in. Maggie Crates with the basketball. Beal on her.
Uh-oh.
So
We're going
Crates will
ISO
back it out.
basketball here, Coach.
Yeah, they're trying-
ISO basketball.
Trying to look for an advantage there. Steck Schulte working against Poland. Beal, a good job to stop progress there of Maggie Crates. Using her arm for a little bit of leverage
Wow.
and scoops it up and in.
Persistent. And a timeout. 1:45 to go. 8 points.
We'll keep it right here. And again, Philly's done a good job today. It looked early on like it would be just a big mismatch. But, wow, they have just fought back, and they just get player after player in and out.
And they're so young. To be able to compete at this level, you know, I think Arlington's going to end up with a fine year. Hats off to the Trojans of Findlay. They've done a nice job. And Devin Eve Harris is a player.
Yeah, she's
No doubt.
really good.
No doubt, she's a player. But, you know, there's those young kids are just going to get better and better. They're going to be a lot of fun over the next couple of years up there.
So 8-point lead for Upper Arlington. And they will have to bring it the length of the floor against pressure. And I don't say that lightly because there will be some pressure. It'll be Backus to inbound it. They'll do the old double
They'll fly a
inbounds.
deep person.
And there
it
she is,
I love
Backus.
life. Good job, John.
Working against Harris, and she'll
Good
lay it
job,
up and in.
John. I love it, John. Good run. That Coach Wonky just ran a view, sent a flyer. It does.
Three on the way from the corner.
Whoa.
Good! And that was Abana Dotson. 7-point lead for Arlington. And dribbling it around. Kind of looks a little Curly Neal-like right there.
Just do slide down to the knees and start keeping that ball lower. I'll whistle.
That's what old Curly would have done. And that is the 15th foul on Findlay. So going to the line to shoot two will be Elizabeth Poland. A minute 9. Isaac. And good. Martin back in for the Golden Bears. Beal will sit down. And a lot of players back in, running in and out. As we see Kaylee Mangus back in for Findlay. And also Mihaya Saito. Next one off the iron, no. Harris had it taken away from her by Elizabeth Hunt.
Oh.
And then she'll throw it away. As Kreitz all the way down will lay it up and in. It's a 6-point game inside a minute.
Ooh.
Sass looking for help. We'll get a timeout called. And so good timeout there by John Wonky.
Coach Wonky sitting there. Okay, we get the offensive rebound off the foul line miss. We're going to be able to run the clock a little bit. My best shooter is going to get fouled. All those great things are coming to his mind. And then there's a skip pass, interception, layup.
So,
oh, well.
2-possession game now. And Arlington will have it. Keep in mind that they are in the bonus, meaning if they get fouled, they will shoot 2. And they have only committed a couple of team fouls. So Findlay doesn't have the same situation coming out. Can remind you, we thank Buckeye Automotive Family and Ortho Neuro for allowing us to bring these games to you today from Ohio Dominican. We'll have 5 for you tomorrow. See if we can do that rundown real quick. Girls game, North Union. And, well, we get. What have you got there, Coach? Because I've got to make sure I've got it right.
I got North Union
Oh,
and
Hillsborough.
We
right?
got
Johnstown.
In Johnstown.
And then your last game tomorrow.
Akron, Hoban, Big Walnut. That's a 1-0 versus a 2-0.
And then Alex Raw and I will finish up today. Waterford and Amanda Clear Creek, the girls. And then the big boys game at the end, Reynoldsburg and Toledo Whitmer. And Reynoldsburg is loaded.
All the teams tomorrow coming in here with nice records.
So backcourt Bacchus is double teamed, and we're going to get a held ball. Still belong to Arlington. And again, one of those you look up to see if that double team's coming. Try to get rid of it before it gets established. Bacchus, though, pretty strong, able to hold on. Pulling in the backcourt to Hunt. Hunt will bring it across. Double team, really triple teamed. Looking for help, will go cross court. Sass knocked out of her hands by Harris.
Good job by Findlay, but also a nice job by Arlington. They haven't turned it over. It's not looked pretty, but they still haven't turned it over.
So 32.1 seconds.
I bet you somebody goes deep here.
Yep, Hunt. There it is. She'll be hit as she goes up. She'll have a couple of free throws, try to make it a 3-possession game with, and we'll put a little bit of time back on here, with 30.8 seconds.
That was a nice job. Nice execution. Once again, when you saw no one was back there protecting the rim. And Findlay's in a situation where they have to deny all over the place. So, a lot of times that's when you really want to, go for the backdoor layup.
First shot up and good from Elizabeth Hunt. And indeed makes it a 3-possession game with 30.8 seconds left. 31 on our clock. Eyes lets it go and makes
Nicely done. That should, as they say, put the hay in the barn. That would be a double dribble if she dribbles.
And it is. Your good call. So Arlington will get it back up by 8, 27.1.
You see, no one protecting the rim again.
Inbounds comes to Hunt, and we'll get a quick foul. 25.9. So Hunt will go back. She was just there, made them both. Tell you, a lot of credit, though, to Findlay. Very young team. And they played hard today. So did Arlington. Nothing taken away from Arlington, but Findlay was down by a bunch early and just kept fighting.
Yeah, early on, Arlington showed their experience, their athleticism, strength. But as the game went on, Findlay adjusted.
And she gets them both.
And their defense dictated a lot of what happened, I thought. Findlay's. Early, I thought it was...
And we're going to get a foul. Boy, you don't want to do that far away from the bucket.
No, you don't. I mean, I know you're up 10, even up 10. Why?
Yeah, that's a long way away from. But you did have fouls to give. That's
you do have fouls. You know what? That's why he's getting paid the money.
That's it. I looked at that and went, oh, but.
Yeah,
he knew it all at one time.
No, that's a good call by Coach Wonke.
They've got one more they can give if they want to. Clock running down, 10 seconds. We're a little bit behind it on ours. And
nice finish.
Saito gets it to go. We'll get a quick timeout.
Nice finish there.
6.5. So almost ready to close this one out. 56-48. So Arlington will get the win here. But a fun game to watch. A lot of good players playing hard. Again, after this one, we got one more. It'll be Bishop Watterson, Buckeye Valley. Sam Davis, Todd Pennington in the coaching boxes today. Sam Davis, a newcomer here in town.
Yeah,
boy, we had so much
game.
We had so much fun talking to him, didn't we?
Oh, Coach Davis, just quality guy. He's been doing it forever. He's an outstanding guy, or outstanding coach, but a better person. You know, he teaches things. He values the things that are important that you want to see. You want your kids playing for somebody like him. Just phenomenal guy.
So we'll see him in the next one. 6.5.
Now, what I really liked about Coach Davis was that he was a great screener. You know, back in the day when he and I played on a team together with Mike Winters and some other guys up in the Clintonville area, and they allowed me, for some reason, they brought me in for a summer to shoot.
Well, you're a shooter, man.
Well,
I've seen you around your practices.
I could shoot, and I could tell you they could screen.
Got you some room, did they?
Oh, man. There's nothing better than being a shooter or coming off those guys' screens and you just feel like you're so good.
You can just see forever. Yeah. And that.
Good game. Good game.
There we go.
I believe that's 20 for Miss or 18 for Harris, and Hunt's going to be right around there too.
Ended up being a 10-point game in this one, 58-48 the final. We got one more to go. We'll take a timeout. Again, go back to cbussports.com. You can click on it. We'll update it, and you can hang with us in the final one here today of our 6-game marathon. It'll be Watterson and Buckeye Valley, and I know that's going to be a good one. So we'll see you in just a moment.